Hi there, it's Maria from Women into Wellness. I hope you've had a good day today. I hope you are on track with making some positive steps towards adding regular exercise into your life, or you are in fact already into a powerful exercise routine or regime, or in fact just doing something at home as and when you can to get yourself moving and get your body mobile and stronger. So I want to talk to you today about the age-old debate of HIIT and strength training and which one you should do first. So first off, I'm presuming that we all know what strength training is. Strength training is in fact where we are using some form of weight to improve our strength in our ability to lift and move our body, or to lift and move external resistance. So that can be doing body weight exercises like a push-up, or it could be doing weighted exercises, for example, your bicep curl, your tricep extension, or using weights at a gym, whether that be using machines or barbells or kettlebells or something like this. But it can be lifting any form of weight, whether it's your body or external weight. So we're then also going to look at that as opposed to doing HIIT. So HIIT is an abbreviation of high intensity interval training. And HIIT, if you haven't come across us, it is everywhere, and it has been everywhere for a few years, and it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. It's a really popular way of exercising, and it's generally is designed to be a cardiovascular type of exercise. And the idea is that you perform high intensity intervals of exercise, and the way that you do this is perhaps by working at maximum. That is the most important word here. Maximum intensity is supposed to be the way that you are working out. So you're going all out for a period of time that you can sustain, which, if you think about it, if you're going all out at doing something, and this was traditionally cardio based, it would be, for example, trying to do a 100-meter sprint whilst chasing the tail of Usain Bolt. Okay, so it would be going all out for something like 15 to 20 seconds until you feel like you're going to drop onto the floor, and then it would be having enough rest to be able to sustain your recovery period, the full recovery requirements, in order that you feel fully restored to then do exactly the same amount of 100% maximum intensity. Now I say 100%, it could be 90 to 100%. What I'm trying to get at is you need to be going all out. That is true HIIT. That is true high intensity interval training, and all of the research that cites the benefits of HIIT, most of them are based at people working in that 90 to 100% range. Now, in our general lives, the HIIT that we do at home, the HIIT that we've been doing at the gym, most of us, in terms of classes or workout videos or following somebody on YouTube or getting a DVD, most of us, when we do that HIIT exercise, we are not working out at 90 to 100% of our maximum. And in a way, it's a good thing, because if you were doing that, you are potentially at higher risk of injury, especially if you're new to exercise or you don't quite have your form on point, or especially if you're doing plyometric or ballistic exercise. So this is something where it's really dynamic, and it involves a lot of jumping and switching positions that put stress on your joints and put your joints in danger of being slightly overstressed. So in a way, it's good that we're not performing at that maximal, but I just thought I'd stress that about HIIT first of all. So the form of HIIT that we're doing is a slightly diluted form of HIIT, most of us, because most of us will go to a workout or a training session or a gym. We'll do a class where our HIIT is perhaps working out at, say, a ratio of like 40 a minute for each exercise, and you're going to do 40 seconds interval of work to, say, 20 seconds of rest or active rest. And active rest just means you're at least moving in between, like, walking on the spot or doing some arm swings like this, just to keep your body slightly active. So in this slightly diluted version of HIIT, please understand that you are still getting huge benefits. You may not be working out at 90 to 100%, but you're going to get huge benefits, and you're going to make huge gains from doing this, and especially in terms of your cardiovascular health, improving that, and your endurance. Okay, so it's great to do that form of HIIT, but the question I originally stated and that I'm going to come back to is whether you should be doing strength training first or HIIT training if you are looking at increasing both your strength in terms of your muscular ability and you're looking at improving your cardiovascular system in your cardio, okay? So here we got the age-old question, and the answer I'm going to give you is this, is basically, what is your priority? Okay, what is your priority? Is your priority to build lean muscle mass? So doing a resistance training strength-based workout is going to improve your strength, it's going to build muscle, and we all know that muscle is hungry tissue. So this means even at a state of rest, when you have more muscle mass, you are going to be burning more energy. So your metabolism is increased because you have more muscle on your body. So this means that when you are away from the gym, away from the studio, or away from your workout mat at home, that you are going to be burning more energy while you are sat down watching TV, while you are sat working at your desk, or while you are in fact asleep, simply because you have more muscle mass on your body. So is that your priority? Okay, and don't forget, when you improve the amount of muscle, increase the amount of muscle in your body, you're generally increasing the sculpture and improving the sculpting and the appearance of your body, because it's going to define the shape of your body as well. Okay, so think about that. That's your strength training. When you're doing your HIIT training, your cardiovascular based training, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be tapping into burning more energy during the exercise bout that you're doing. So whether you're doing HIIT for 30 minutes, and generally that's all you need to do, which is one of the benefits of HIIT. If you're doing it for 30 minutes and you're doing these, high intensity intervals, you'll burn more energy at the time. You will burn energy immediately after that workout, but you're not necessarily having that long afterburn that you get with the strength training. So you're going to get great gains in terms of your cardiovascular health, so your heart and lung health as well, and the endurance of your muscles. So two different ways of training. Both of them are hugely valuable, and in an ideal world we would build both of those into our weekly life. So we'll be looking at doing some sessions of HIIT and some sessions of strength training. In terms of how many, your strength training, if you're the general average person looking to improve their strength, I would say try and fit in 2 sessions a week. And your HIIT, you certainly want to be doing no more than 3. You probably only need 2 sessions a week as well, because you need to schedule in your rest days. And if you're doing the 2 together, you can already see how you potentially could be doing 4 workouts a week, doing the 2 of them together. So that would be plenty, right there anyway. So again, let's get back to the point, was which one is more important to you? Because that is the one, if you're going to do them on the same day, and this is where we're talking about which one do you do first, then you are going to want to do the one that you prioritize the most to, because whatever one you do is going to deplete the available stores of your energy first and foremost, okay? So if you do strength training first, you're going to use up a lot of your glycogen stores on doing that strength training, on lifting those weights, so that when you come to doing the cardio HIIT session, you are going to have less energy and you're going to be going at your HIIT less, okay? But it means that you would have got the most out of your strength training, and that's where you're going to make the most gains. On the flip side, if you do your cardio first, you're using up a lot of energy stores on doing that first, and therefore it means when you come to doing your strength training, you're already depleted, and it means you're not going to lift as heavy as you could have. And of course, we only want to lift heavy to a point where we are capable of keeping correct form and technique to protect our body. But if you've depleted your stores, you're not going to be able to lift as heavy, because you're going to be knackered, quite basically. So you're not going to get the strength gains, but your cardio is going to be going at it, and you're going to have, blown the roof off of your cardio and really had a great workout there. So think about, if you've got one workout in a day and you're thinking, I need to do some strength, I need to do some cardio, you've got 1 hour to do it in, which one are you going to do first? It's whichever one you want to prioritize, okay? Whichever one you want to prioritize. In an ideal world, you would perhaps do the strength training first, because you need to focus on your form. You need to have the energy to have correct form when you are lifting larger amounts of weight, okay? It's very important to protect yourself when you're lifting larger amounts. But that being said, when you come to do your HIIT, if you're doing a lot of plyometrics or things that involve you changing positions with a lot of balance involved, that is going to put stress on your joints, you also don't want to be knackered. For example, if you're doing quite high octane intensity where you're jumping up onto a plyo box, then you would want to make sure that your legs are not going to quiver beneath you and you're going to trip and not make it onto that box. So you see what I'm getting at here? Okay. So it's a judgment call, and it's your judgment call. In an ideal world, if you had the time to do it or the inclination to do it, you would split the two. So you would do, for example, whichever one you wanted to do in the morning. If you want to get up and do your cardio first, get up and do that in the morning, and then leave at least 3 hours until you do a strength training exercise. So session, you could do that after work or in the evening when you have time to rebuild up those stores of energy that you need to burn. So you would split them. And that's not to say you then need 2 1-hour sessions. You're going to work out 2 hours a day. You could do your half an hour of HIIT in the morning, and you could do a half an hour upper body strength training routine in the evening, and then flip that, have a rest day, and then the next time you could do your cardio in the morning, and then you could do your lower body strength training, so that's just an example of what you could do. So in an ideal world, again, if you want longer workouts and you don't have as much time, then you would put them on different days. You would do one day just focus on strength, the next day just focus on your cardio, if you're going to do HIIT. But like I said, HIIT, really, you don't want to be doing HIIT for an hour. HIIT is enough if you're doing it for 30 minutes, and that's the beauty of HIIT, because you get so much bang for your buck in that time that you're doing it. So some food for thought for you. Do whichever one you feel that you need to prioritize first. And in fact, don't forget, you can always switch it up. So, if you're working out three days a week, and I'll remind you that we're recommended to work out 3 to 5 days a week to get some level of exercise in there, amounting to 30 minutes on each of those 5 days. Then what you could do is, one time do the strength first and the cardio after, the next after your rest day, flip it and do the cardio first and then the strength after, just so that you keep mixing it up. And that's always good to help preventing that naughty plateau that often, if you've been working out a long time, you may have come across yourself. So some food for thought. Let us know what you do, what you think about it, or indeed whether you've ever done HIIT, whether you've ever done strength training, or you're thinking about doing either. As a modern woman, you should be doing both, ideally. And let's not forget, I'm going to throw it in there now, it's not what this video is about, but you should also be moving as well into that, is doing some having proper rest days, and also doing some stretch and mobility sessions as well, and some myofascial release too. So comment below, let me know what you think. I'm really interested to hear, and let's get a conversation going about it all. So until then, I thank you for watching. Enjoy your workouts. If you've never seen HIIT or strength training before, have a little Google, have a little look on YouTube and find some examples on there, and maybe it will stoke some interest for you to start working them into your routine and embedding them into your lives. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the comments below, and until then, I wish you well.